It's that time again! Actually, I guess I've never recorded one of these specific things, but there's an outbreak going on that I want to hunt. I hope I marked it. Did I mark it? I did. Yep. It's a gold-themed outbreak, or the shinies are gold-themed. And of the three, I want a Wiglet. Although I'd call it more of a vibrant yellow, like a turmeric yellow, not gold. But hunted I shall, Crabominable. And I found an outbreak over in the snowy mountains, which would be very funny to find Wiglet, because I can't imagine a garden eel enjoys ice and snow. I was debating either here or the desert. Where are they? Is it? Hopefully they're on a relatively flat plane. Okay, there's... Okay, this seems to be the spot. Okay. Got my guy going. Let me save just in case. Let's get to thinning the herd. Oh, this is why I'm always hesitant with uneven planes. Because the game's going to be like, I can't do that. I feel like there's untapped potential with Wiglet and Toad School, their lines. Like, they were such a big deal off the bat. Actually, Toad School was a... They didn't reveal Toad School. We found out about it after the game launched. But they could have done so much more, like, featuring them, making them interesting. Instead, it was like, yeah, cool, they look like another Pokemon. That's it. They kind of had some more fun with it with Sinistra and Poltergeist, but it feels like untapped potential. I hope they do more with it in the future. I don't think there's anything to count on with Legends ZA, because from what I've seen about leaks and rumors, there are no new Pokemon in those games. In that game, it's some new Megas, and that's cool because there are, from the lists I've seen, and they seem to be contended. But the lists I've seen overall, there's some interesting sounding ones that I'm excited to see. But at the same time, no new Pokemon means not a lot of new shinies to hunt. Like, I have... Of the Megas, I have them all. Unless... Well, depends. Maybe if they throw some legendaries in that we haven't been able to shiny hunt yet. But... I mean, what would be... Eternatus is one we haven't been able to shiny hunt. The dogs. The wolves, I mean. Oh, we got a shiny Wiglet already. Okay. Doesn't have a mark, but... Free shiny is a free shiny. That's that 5% at work. 0.5%. Not 5%. It's like you were made for a quick ball. I forgot it doesn't make a sailing. I haven't played this game in a hot minute. I forgot it doesn't make a sailing noise when it's a critical capture. Yep. Worm. Well, eel, but it's worm adjacent. Alright, we got our first wave thinned. They almost look like they do belong in this environment since they have the white coloration. It's just... I just know that they don't because, you know, eel. But Pokemon doesn't limit creatures to the environments they're normally found. There's plenty of... That's not another shiny, is it? No, it's just weird lighting. Go. Well, it doesn't. It seems like this is a good spot for them to spawn. Can you fight him? Thank you. Yeah, it's that one weird part of the hill makes things like reflect weird and look gold. Okay, just gotta lower. This seems like a higher number outbreak too. Twitch, you good? Hold on. Why? It seems like it's okay. 1 second though, just to be safe. Huh, everything was freaking out. Even my mic wasn't muted there, or was unmuted, or was muted. Whatever. We're back. I'm hunting Wiglets. Did the last VOD even have an issue? Let's see. Ooh, that VOD looks like... Why did it say it was only 40 seconds? Okay, that's going away. Alright, so... Well, it's a good thing I always back up the recording, so at least not everything was lost. But there wasn't anything to lose anyways. Hunting Wiglets, because it's the latest event, I want a shiny with a mark. Simple. Whenever there's an outbreak event, I hunt it, I get a shiny with a mark. Has to be a rare mark. Or, in the case of these event outbreaks, if it's a weather mark that it normally can't get. Because I don't think Wiglet can spawn anywhere, because they're coastal. I don't think they can spawn anywhere with snow. Oh, hello, bottom of the map. How are you doing? Oh, and we did already just come across a random shiny Wiglet. So there was that. What do you mean you won't fight it? Game? Hello? Let me put you away and try that again. Oh, my game might be broken. No, okay. It was just... It's because of the weird behavior Wiglet has. Okay, everything's fine. We're recording fine now, right? Everything's fine? Yes. I think OBS just had a conniption because of what was going on in the background. Should be just about ready to actually shiny hunt in a second. It does seem like it was a bigger outbreak, though. Come on, Bubba. You can figure it out. I know this terrain sucks for shiny hunting, but we'll manage. Ooh, those are quite some bouncy hops. Oh, nope, nope, that's enough. Okay. And we have a nice flat piece of land. See, the weird snow, like, reflection from the light here. I thought that was... Okay. I'm seeing things. I'm looking too hard for shinies. So close to... Oh, is it because of the Gimmighoul? Okay. Gimmighouls aren't people. They might have been at one point, but they're not now. I don't... Wait, no. Gimmighouls are coins that came to life. It's not one of those someone died and became a Pokemon things. It's... They were coins that people were too greedy with. Alright, a huge sandwich. Let's go for a huge sandwich. Water would be cucumber, because it's a vegetable with high water content. That's how I remember that. 2 mustard, 2 spicy. Wait. How much herb do I have? Yeah, 2 spicy. Yeah, there's some ingredients I can remember just because of weird associations. Lettuce is a leaf. So it's grass. Cucumber is mostly water, so it's water. Red peppers are red like fire. Yellow peppers yellow like lightning or electric. Onions are psychic. I don't remember why, what that rationale is. But then, because ghost is like weird psychic, red onions are ghost. Green peppers are poison because Japanese kids don't like green peppers the same way Western kids don't like broccoli. Avocado is dragon because it's an expensive and rare ingredient. Tofu is white, is normal because it's white and bland. Okay, now let's see what we can find as far as golden worms go. Like there are squeaky noises. So we're right on the boundary of the Northern Province Area 1 and Glaciado Mountain. And it seems like a good enough spot that... See, why does it do that? Sometimes if the camera's turned too hard, the game will be like, okay, controls go this way now. Oops. I guess I'll just drive around and glide to cross this little boundary, and that's it. Alright, and then... So the hunt goes. See, it looked yellow for a second. It's just, I gotta pay attention to the nose. The nose is gonna be the easiest tell for these guys. Look for a blue nose. They should make a regional variant of Wugtrio and Wiglet and Wugtrio. Like if Diglett and Dugtrio has the like glamorous hairstyles, they should make Wiglet have like really bad hairstyles, like poorly cut or like a really frizzy afro, stuff like that. It would be a fun disparity. No, not disparity. Comparative, I guess. I do have the right powers, right? Water, water, water. Okay. Just making sure. Always doubt. Always question. Gold. No mark. I don't need it anyways. But that's a good sign. That was a shiny very quickly. I mean, this is a 5% or 0.5% outbreak boost or boost outbreak, so I should find them pretty. Just thinking back on that Scyther outbreak I was messing with, where I walked away with. Actually, I think I still have them, don't I? I never did anything with them. They still in the boxes? They're still here. Yep. I should. Is Black Augerate isn't in this game? Oh, another shiny. Is that the same one? No, that's a different one. No, you can't evolve a Cleavor in this game. You can only bring it over. That's right. Oh, wait. I want just throw a ball. Yeah, I should maybe send half those out with metal coats and the other half without, and people can have some fun, easy shinies. Unlikely that I get something this quickly, but who knows? Sometimes they're that fast with shiny outbreaks. Nope, nothing rare. Okay, we keep going. That's good, though. Why is there that 1 second of snow, and then it stops? It's just because that's the boundary is, like, thinking there's snow, but there's not? No, now there is. Maybe it was just, like, the tail end of snow. If it is snowing, I should kind of try to stay in that area so that maybe I get a snow marking. That is weird, though, if the weather does just end right where the region ends. You know, honestly, this is not a bad spot for shiny hunting and outbreak. It's the terrain's weird, but there's plenty of space to move around and get far enough away to despawn things. Imagine it was like a 12-minute video. It could be a 20-minute one. It could be a 4 or 5 hours, and I could go 6 hours and still not find one. That's just how it is. It's almost like gambling, but instead of money, you're gambling your time. Will you get something? Will you not? Although, I don't know that that's even a good comparison. It's gambling implies that you have something to lose. Yeah, I'd rather be doing something else with my time, maybe playing Oblivion or some other game, but my time at the moment, there's not something so precious to me that I'd be upset to have wasted it playing this game. I love when the Pokemon make that, like, freak out, like, their noise in rapid successions. Okay, just white eels as far as the eye can see. They do. I do like seeing them in the snow. It's weird. What other game have I played? I feel like on the Switch that had garden eels. Oh, Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing has garden eels. Yeah, when you donate them to the museum, you can see them and they all pop in and out of the sand. Man, I love Animal Crossing just in general, but the museums are always so fun just to walk around in. Especially once you've like fully populated it. It could be something fun to do, is just revisit Animal Crossing. Not even start a new file, just like, are you shiny down there? No. Yes? No, you're pink nose. Just walk around, see what I remember and what I don't. All the time I put into those games. Or that game specifically. A little hard to play any of the others right now. Oh, I hope they bring the original Animal Crossing / Animal Forest to the Switch 2's virtual, whatever they call it. They keep changing the name of the thing. The online games. It was called Switch Online, now it's called something else, and I don't know. I also don't care as long as it lets me play the games. But I also don't intend to buy a Switch 2, at least not on release. So they gotta put something I actually want on the system, not something that's shared across this system and that one. I haven't had a problem playing Pokemon at questionable frame rates and low resolution textures. I won't have a problem doing it again. It's not worth shelling out. Gosh, how expensive would it be? What's the Switch 2? Was it $450? Excuse me. Yeah, $450 plus what are the games now? $70 for the Pokemon. Crazy. I'm not gonna spend over $500 to play it with slightly better performance. I mean, maybe not slightly better. It is better performance. Smooth frame rates and such, but the textures don't look that much better. The flat, muddy buildings still look flat and muddy. They just are rendered a little nicer. So, who knows? I might end up waiting until the whatever Generation 10 games are going to be to get a Switch 2. Or they could, if they announce like a new proper Mario platform. The things I would consider getting a Switch 2 for would be anything anything with Animal Crossing, anything... Oh, hold on. Let me come back out of the ground. Anything that's a proper 3D Mario platformer. A new one that isn't a side-scroller. And is a 3D platformer. The Pokemon games, obviously. Honestly, there's not that much. There's really not that much. Luigi's Mansion. If they made like Luigi's Mansion 4... I do like the idea of Kirby Air Riders, but I'd have to see more of it. Okay, that's uncommon. We keep going. How are we looking on time? Oh, perfectly fine. Like, yeah, Metroid Prime. I am excited for Metroid Prime 4. But it doesn't look like it runs that bad on the Switch 1. Even though it is a first-person shooter and you kind of want high frame rates for that kind of game. But Metroid Prime's never been such a, like Twitch reflex crazy first-person shooter to begin with. Unless they've changed it, but it didn't look like it. Also, it's snowing. It's snowing on Glaceado, but not... not over yonder. Okay, so we'll do this for a while. This boundary is weird. Okay, so don't go past that tree. Let's go back up the mountain a bit, and then we go back down. That kind of works. Yeah, there really isn't that much Nintendo stuff that. Because what did I buy on the Switch? The first, I got Mario Odyssey. I got the re-releases of the Mario 3D platformer trilogy game. Sunshine, Galaxy, and 64. Oh, Zelda. If they put out a new Zelda game, I'd probably... Yeah, probably get a Switch 2 for that. I just kind of hope they're done with the Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom format. I like the idea of it. It's just... I don't know. Those games are fun. They're great games. They're not good Zelda games. They could have slapped any other characters in, like, generic fantasy setting, and the games wouldn't be any different. Like, the only things that are there that are Zelda are the named characters. That's it. And the Master Sword, excuse me. It's like the races and the Master Sword. Everything else could have just been another game entirely. Ooh, there's not even... I mean, they don't even have any mention of the Triforce. Like, forget... There's no mention of the Triforce in either of those games, is there? Or, like, it references... It doesn't even reference other games. They're, like, Easter egg names of locations. And things are named in reference. And there's, like, visual references. It's like trying to ride on nostalgia without actually homaging it. If that makes sense to say. It's going to be easier. It's fine. I'll just do it this way. That wasn't a shiny right next to me, was it? No. Ooh. Excuse me, Glalie. What other games? I'm just thinking, what did I buy on the Switch? I got Luigi's Mansion 3. I got pretty much every Pokemon game. I got Mario Odyssey, the 3D platformer bundle. I didn't get Wonder because I kind of don't care for 2D scroller Marios. They're fun, but they're not my favorite. Well, there's Donkey Kong looks like it has the same spirit as Odyssey. But I don't really have any strong connection to Donkey Kong as a franchise. It's haha funny monkey, but like I'm not a diehard, oh I love Donkey Kong Country. I played 64 and Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, and I think those are the only Donkey Kong games I've ever played. And Donkey Kong 64 was basically What If Banjo-Kazooie, but even more collectibles. And Jungle Beat was, haha, silly. Hey, Shiny Sneasel. You have a mark? You don't. I don't need you. I mean, I don't need one with a mark either. I've already done that hunt, but I like to check. I love Shiny Sneasel. It's such a, like, bright, vibrant, in-your-face shiny. More shinies need to be like that. How about some wacky, funny colors? Yeah, Animal Crossing would be for sure. I mean, other than that, it would be some surprise, like, hey, we revitalized or revived an old IP that people don't really play around with anymore. I hope Lost Kingdoms 1 and 2 are on the GameCube thing. I hope, with From Software making a Switch 2 exclusive. I still can't believe they're making a Switch 2 exclusive game And it's a game that's going to rely heavily on internet because it's a PvPvE game. And I don't care how much better the hardware is for the Switch 2. Nintendo's online services are awful. There's some of the choppiest, inconsistent services out there right now. So that would be... That's such an odd choice. And I mean, the funniest thing is it basically looks like it's supposed to be Bloodborne 2, but they couldn't call it Bloodborne 2. But I guess that does leave room for if Sony ever comes to the table and is like, hey, make us Bloodborne 2. Maybe it'll give you a kick in the pants. Actually, I don't know who's holding back. I'm assuming it's Sony. It must be Sony that's the reason there isn't a Bloodborne 2. I'm sure FromSoft would love to make another one. It was such a different game compared to the Souls stuff. The question is... So Nintendo's exclusives are usually just because Nintendo. But if it's a FromSoft game, I wonder if it'll be eventually for PC. Like, there hasn't been any Nintendo exclusives that eventually came to PC. PlayStation and Xbox are just doing it now because they basically have to with how the market is. I'm sure neither of them really wanted to, but they just have to. But Nintendo plays by no one's rules except their own. That's why their games never go on discount or anything. They hold everything with an icy vice grip. Alright, what do we got? That's 3 marks. Another uncommon. Are they all been male? Weird. We got 10 minutes? Yeah, okay. Alright, this first sandwich is probably going to be a wash. I would have been surprised if I did get one this quickly. A pleasant surprise, but surprised. Okay, we're just gonna keep looking. At least this is a nice, relaxing game. I almost could fall asleep to this, really. I'm also thinking about the subject Nintendo, how everyone's prices are going up now, not just them. Nintendo started it because everyone knew the second Nintendo announced all our prices are going up, everyone else would follow suit. So now Xbox is hiking up their consoles by like $100. PlayStation's probably going to do it in the next week or two. All the accessories and games are going to shoot up too. It's not a great time for games. Oh, there's a female. Oh, it looks like it flipped backwards. That was cool. Okay. Another unrare mark. 3 uncommons in a row, huh? I mean, it is the uncommon mark, so... Yeah, but still. Let's get some variety in here. It's I'm almost making myself bummed out with the whole prices thing. It's just a shame. Because, like, we're going to get to the point where people are going to have to be so picky about what games they buy. If a game costs $70 or more, they're going to really start evaluating, well, I'm only going to buy one game maybe this month, or maybe two at the most. What? It's kind of going to be like when living back in the 90s when you were a kid, and you would basically buy one game and that game would last you for a few months just because it had to. It's like we're doing a full circle back to that. Although I guess on the plus side, that means developers are going to have to really put their whole into making their games good. I guess there's trade-offs, but I don't know. Yeah, it's everything's on paper. Anything can sound good or bad. I still can't believe that whole thing. Mr. Bowser. He basically, I mean, he didn't say it directly like that, but he was like, yeah, Donkey Kong isn't as expensive because it isn't as good as Mario Kart. I'm sure in his head, it was that Mario Kart World is such an incredibly good game that they have to make it expensive. But just the way it came out, it was just like, well, don't say Donkey Kong's gonna suck. Why did you freeze again? What is happening? I don't have drop frames. Is that Twitch having issues? No, okay. It's back. That was weird. Thought one of those was shiny for a second. Gotta look out for those pink flowers. It's just like, I just feel like Nintendo's putting themselves in the spotlight for like a lot of I don't know, like bad feedback. Yeah, I'm sure Donkey Kong will actually be a very fun game. Metroid Prime 4 is going to be incredible. Mario Kart World's going to be, you know, revolutionary in some way or another, I'm sure. But like having Pokemon Legends be a major launch when it doesn't look as good as it should. It looks fine. I mean, if you're a Pokemon fan, you're used to it. But if you're not a Pokemon fan and you're looking, you know, from the outside in to like from the other Nintendo games, and you're like, why did that game look like it's a generation previous to the current ones? It's not good. Especially people that buy it are gonna have a fit. I mean, Nintendo doesn't ever listen to feedback anyway, so it wouldn't really matter, but it is going to hurt a little bit reputation. Which I guess Nintendo doesn't care about either. They've kind of become like the Disney of video game systems. Actually, both Nintendo and Sony have both become Disneys in like different ways. It's odd. It's like basically if you stuck them both together, you'd have a Disney. And I'm not quite sure what happened with Xbox. It seems like it kind of crapped its pants in the corner. Because for some reason, Microsoft keeps buying IPs and then not using them instead of making games. I'll never have a high opinion of Xbox just because of what they did to Banjo-Kazooie. And who knows? Maybe Banjo 3 wouldn't have been a great game. It's impossible to know. But Nuts and Bolts was not the game that needed to come out. It was a good game. Nuts and Bolts would have been great if Banjo 3E did come out and then there was a spin-off like, hey, here's a little game in between the major ones. That would have been good. Nuts and Bolts is actually a fun game. I wouldn't mind a re-release in some capacity of it. But like Xbox doesn't even do that. They have the IP. They could easily have made us the same way there was the Spyro remaster and the Crash Bandicoot remaster. They could have made a Banjo-Kazooie remaster. But they didn't. And they haven't. I mean, even Oblivion got a remaster. If Oblivion can get a remaster, anything can get a remaster. Which is why I'm counting on those rumors of Fallout 3 and New Vegas remasters to be true, because I would love that. And that's something. It's something Nintendo needs to do too. Is yes, you can keep re-releasing games, but you should occasionally put a new coat of paint on them. An Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask remaster would be amazing. Mario 64 remaster. The question is, if they did a remaster of Mario 64, do they give him modern controls, or do they keep the old Mario 64 jankiness to the movement? It's such a tough decision. I like both ideas. All right, shiny sandwich is over. Let's retry. Like, they could take all the assets and engine from Mario Odyssey and easily make a remaster of Mario 64. Like, it wouldn't be that difficult. There's even some stuff in Odyssey that directly looks like it's from Mario 64. Mario 64 was by no means a complicated game in terms of visual design. It did the most with what it had at the time. I mean, there's like 10 songs in the game to begin with. Maybe more than that. Maybe like 15 or 20. I don't know. It's all gloom and doom, and I think we're just gonna have to... I hate the idea of it, but we might just have to say, well, what can you do? You want to play video games? Suffer. To either don't play them and be upset, or play them and be upset. Ooh, the bear really wanted the sandwich. I hope that with Gen 10, with Pokemon games, I hope they continue making cross-generation evolutions. They did a very good job with the ones from Legends, Arceus, and this game. Like, I think they were much better received than a lot of the ones... A lot of the ones from Generation 4 people were divided on. Like, I know some people did not care for Magmortar. I like Magmortar, but I know people that didn't. Or like Rhyperior. Rhyperior might be the most divisive of all of them. A lot of people don't like Rhyperior. I guess, no, Sword and Shield, well... Sword and Shield didn't really have cross-gen. It had regional version evolutions that the base ones should have gotten too, but like the normal Mr. Mime still needs an evolution. Normal Farfetch'd still needs an evolution. Normal Linoon would love an evolution. I don't understand why they didn't make for them too. Like Farfetch'd has that cool one from the beta that's like a duck samurai thing, or like a ninja, like a, I don't know, it looks kind of like a, maybe it's supposed to be like a shinobi Farfetch'd of some kind. Mr. Mime's an easy one. Call it Mime Senior. You have Mime Junior, Mr. Mime, and Mime Senior. Linoon, just make it longer and pointier. Make it more of a line. It's like Meowth was fine because that was a different. There's Persian and then there's Berserker. That's fine. They're both the second stage of different Meowths. And what were the other? There were 6 in that group, weren't there? Who am I forgetting? Oh, Basculegion, not from that group, but is a similar case. Red and Blue Basculin need evolutions badly. They are some of the most mundane, uninteresting. Well, they're not uninteresting, but they have nothing like really crazy going for them. They're just big angry fish. They should just make every form of Basculin should evolve into a totally different Pokemon, not just like a different version. Like, the red Basculin could become, like, a swarm, like a piranha swarm. Like, lean into that element and give it the schooling ability. Blue Basculin could become, like, I don't know, a Barracuda or something. And just totally different. Have fun with it. Because the idea that they all start off looking so similar and become radically different Pokemon would be so cool. I guess there were a number of scrapped evolutions from the Gold and Silver beta. I still want that metal Ditto that looks like it's screaming. I wish that thing was real. Or had become real. I love it. It's such a weird idea. And you could honestly just make it identical to Ditto in terms of stats. But like, what if its ability was, when it transforms into something, it's the same, it gets their stats, but it's always a pure steel type. Like, that would be a weird... Why does the stream keep freezing? I don't have dropped frames, according to OBS. But yeah, Ditto that just copied things and always just stayed steel type no matter what, and maybe it would have to maybe if it became a steel type and all its moves also defaulted to steel. I'm just trying to think something that could like be functionally competitive. I think that would work. I mean, maybe not super competitive, but it's just something fun to run. Come on, where are the gold Gardeneals? I have the right sandwich, right? Yep. What was that noise? maybe I did just get really lucky with that last sandwich, even with the boosted odds. Or maybe I'm just getting unlucky now. I'll never know. I would love to see someone who's hacked these games showing like a real-time... Oh. No, Mark. Showing a real-time display of the calculations going on in the background. Like, have them up on the screen. Like, how it's generating Pokemon. Like, how it chooses... I mean, I know everything's done randomly, but it is with formulas and algorithms. It's like, how did... I would love to watch that. Like, even I've seen people explain it, but I would love to see it happening in real time. That would be cool. Like, I guess it would be like a debug mode. Is that Glalie making that noise? No. Is it Sawsbuck? Hey, get away from me. Is it Sawsbuck making that noise, maybe? Oh, we got a mark. Game? I don't know. That was weird. Quick ball. Why? Hold on. Let me restart my Firefox on this computer over here. Maybe Firefox is just shitting the bed. It gets memory leak problems now and then. Oh, hey, we got a mark. That was not long that was not that long at all. Okay, I mean, what do I got? That was 8 minutes into that sandwich. That's an angry eel. Or intense. Intense doesn't mean angry. What is the thing for intense? The title? The feisty. It's a feisty. Alright, well, now let's get a second one. Maybe. I actually think I have a Wiglet and a Wugtrio with marks, but I don't know if they're rare marks. Plus, this one's special because it is an outbreak. Yep, these are my favorite types of outbreaks when it's, instead of having the Pokemon having a high chance for a specific mark, they have a higher chance to be shiny and can have any marks. It's easier that way. Because from my understanding, there's like a clash of calculations when you have to... When it's calculating boosting the odds for a shiny from what you do and then boosting the odds for a specific mark from the outbreak, apparently they can't coexist. It's something like that. I swear I've read... I think it might have been Anubis on Twitter had a good write-up on it. I love reading Anubis' stuff. They're so good at explaining things. Then again, maybe it's only because I like shiny and understanding mechanics and stuff, but... No, I restarted Firefox and it's still doing that. Let me try looking on my... Maybe it's my computer having a bad time. Let's see. Phone? My channel. Maybe I shouldn't... I should be watching myself on two sources. The thing might... I don't want to make it freak out. Okay, let's just put the phone down like that for a while and... Seems like it's... Well, yeah, I guess it just was my browser. My browser was having issues. This was a nice, quick 1 hour hunt. Although the VOD might be like 50 minutes because of whatever happened in the beginning. Well, it's actually going to be longer than because I want to run the sandwich out and see maybe I get something else cool. Yeah, it seems like it was just my browser. Weird. Computer. Well, this laptop actually is. How old is my laptop? I haven't replaced it in a long time. That's a problem I have, is I don't like to buy new stuff. I like to use things up to the point that they literally fail. Like I'm like that with laptops and phones and pretty much everything any electronics, TVs. I don't like to buy something until I feel like the old thing has run its course completely. It feels like a waste. Well, one of the bad things I'm like that with is shoes. I definitely have gotten... I haven't... I don't know why I'm like this. I have a pair of shoes I just found in my closet. I don't even know why I'm saving them. I'm going to throw them out. But they're so worn out, it feels like I'm not walking on anything. There's no support left in them at all. They're just flat on the inside. I don't know why I'm saving them. Visually, they don't look that bad. They are faded, though. And because I usually get, like, work shoes. Not just, like, sneakers. But it's... yeah. And I've definitely had toothbrushes that I should have replaced much sooner. They still brush. But, I mean... probably not as good as they should. Or bed sheets. Oh my god. I had to change my sheets in the middle of the night because of an accident with the dog. And my backup sheets were an old set that have a hole in it. I think my dog ripped a hole in it years ago. Maybe I need to start reevaluating my life choices in that regard. Maybe I shouldn't wait so long to replace some things. The essentials, at least, for sure. Because my current set of sheets are great. But if anything happens to them, I'm in deep doo-doo. The problem is I don't... It's just the way my brain is that, like... I don't really look at something and think, oh, well, should I replace this? Is it worn out? Like, the thought doesn't even occur to me. Like, oh, this thing might be old, I need to get a new one. It's like, oh, this thing works. Okay. And that's all. That's the entire checklist in my brain. Which is not a great way to handle things, because when something does inevitably fail, you're kind of screwed in the moment. But stuff's expensive. That's the argument there. It's expensive to buy new things. It's only becoming more and more expensive, which means I should probably buy the new things now and not wait until they fail. Wait, hold on. I'm starting to form a life lesson out of this. This has been an interesting introspective self-therapy session. Huh. Oh, another shiny. You don't have a mark. You could be jumbo. Actually, I should have been catching the unmarked ones in case they're jumbo. Good view. Oh, look, the bottom of their feet is lit up. surely they're going to continue with this convergent. Not to change the subject, but I feel like I'm done talking about that subject. But surely they're going to do something with this convergent evolution, or convergent. I mean, I guess it is convergent evolution, but that's not what it's called in the game. But this concept of like unrelated species resembling each other. It's just, it seems the difficulty might be from coming up with the pun part of the names. Wasn't it in... I think it was in the big data mine leak. Wasn't... I think it was Toadstool and Toadscroll were originally planned to be instead convergence for Magikarp and Gyarados, I think. I would have loved to see what they did. Like, what would they make them? Dragons? No, it would have to be something, like, really weird. Like, that's the whole point of these things. It's like, oh, a thing that looks like Wiggly, but it's actually a water type. And a thing that looks like Tentacool, but it's a ground type. And a grass type. It's almost like they go for the opposite theme. So what would be... maybe an electric type? I mean, what can you do with a koi? It's a koi and a dragon. They wouldn't make them dark because that's what Mega Gyarados is. And would the joke... oh, you know what they could do that would be really cool? If they do revisit that concept? Do a Sinistra and Poltergeist thing. Maybe, but have it be Gyarados evolves into the Magikarp, like reversed. And have the Magikarp looking one be extremely strong. That would be a really cool flip. Like, what if it was a tiny little Gyarados and a gigantic Magikarp, and whatever typing change they would make it. What if they made them like, they're not windsocks. What are they called? There's a name for them in Japanese, but they're the things, they're kind of like windsocks, and they commonly do it with koi. I think you can even get them in Assassin's Creed Shadows. You can get them as decoration. I forget what they're called though, but they have like oh, that wasn't a back hit? They look like a windsock, but they're shaped like kois and dragons. So what if they made them flying, like... I don't know. Flying psychic or something crazy? Or steel? Or... like, what would paper... maybe psychic. Anything cool? Uncommon. Actually, Uncommon's a great mark for Wugtrio. It's 3 heads, right? Oh, it is sunset. I would love to... I love getting the dusk mark. That's a rare one just because of the short window of opportunity. Oh, there's 10 minutes left. Oh, I just remembered something interesting. Where is it? Last time I played on the Switch, which was last time I recorded, I was going to play Pokemon with someone and there was an issue. I commented, oh look, they changed everything. Apparently the update that did that had a very serious issue. That was like breaking systems. So, it's good I didn't really do too much on it since then. Nintendo, they did put out an update that I got that supposedly fixes whatever issue there was, but that's a bad one. They were so eager to get out the patch that makes it like the Switch 2 stuff, and apparently changed some stuff about how game sharing works, but like, come on guys, you can't be releasing stuff that breaks your systems. I hate how cliched it sounds to say, but I do miss simpler times. Like, right when the internet was new, things weren't so antagonistic, games weren't so complicated. You played a game, it was easy to understand for the most part, and you could play through it relatively easy. You didn't have to worry about, well, I have to connect to this online game, and it only works when it's online. I have to do all my stuff this day, and then in the effort to make things more interesting and convenient, we've also made things more inconvenient and boring. It's so weird. And now we're creeping up on this age of fake AI. The business people have to keep calling it AI, even though it's not AI. It's just crappy machine learning. I'm worried we're gonna really start seeing a lot of games just made entirely in it, and they're gonna be shitty games, but they're gonna be easy to make and easy to sell. Oh boy. I guess that's part of living a while, huh? When you're a kid, the whole world is promising and open, and then once you've lived a few decades, you start seeing the horrors of reality, the potential of the future. I don't like it. I liked it more when the biggest concern I had was what snack did my mom put in my lunchbox. It's for some reason. Oh my god. I think it's an old Vine. I don't think it's even a TikTok, because I don't even really watch TikTok stuff, but I think it was an old Vine. It was oh my god, what was it? It's a guy, he's walking around like with the camera aimed at his shoes. And he goes, what does he say? He says, I'm a grown man with a job and a mortgage and a wife and kids, and I'm not going to cry when my favorite chips spill on the floor. It's something like that. That's for some reason just popped right in my head and really resonated, and it's just like, oh, that is relatable. Oh no. Because that Vine is probably like a decade old. Oh no. Well, everyone gets older, I guess. Come on. It's snowing so hard there. I would love... give me a Wiglet with a snow mark to wrap this up. Something really cool. Yeah, I guess it was just my browser that was acting up. Weird. Come on, I want a Wiglet with a snow marking. Oh. Ah. Come on, Wiglet. Come on, Wiglet. You know, they could have made a Diglett. What if they had made a Diglett convergent form that was just called Piglet and it was just Diglett with a pig nose? That probably would be really cute, actually. Hmm. Perhaps? Oh, no. Not perhaps. Oh, I need to check. The ones I caught, were they in Glacedo or in Northern Province? Or Area 4, whatever. Three minutes left. Is this... Oh, the snow is over? Okay. Oh, well. Wait, is the snow over? Yeah, the snow is over. Area 1. I hate the naming convention in this game. It's so bad. They should just had it be routes again or something, because having to guess which Area 1 and which province it is, I don't like it. There's not really any uniform system to it. Like, Kitakami does it very well because there's a bunch of uniquely named regions. So you know, okay, the Forest of Time? Right? That's what it's called. Or Oni Mountain. Or the Apple Fields. It's easy. But when someone's like, okay, if you want to find this specific Pokemon, you gotta go to North Province Area 5. Or Area 3. Where is that? It is not even marked on the map. I mean, it is kind of, but, like, not in a helpful way. Oh, it is snowing again? It is snowing again. Okay. Come on, keep climbing. It's not that steep. Oh, wait a minute. Just had a thought. If all the regular Wiglets do look like snow, that means the yellow ones look like... Oh. Huh, maybe snow wasn't the way... Well, too late now. It's already done. It's a Bergmite Avalugg problem. Where their shinies are unfortunately very yellow. See, I would have made their shinies red or pink because pink ice is cool as hell. Actually, like, of the icy Pokemon out there, I guess Vanillux is like pinkish. It's still in the shades of blue though. Like, not a lot of guys that are made out of ice. Not a lot of divergent tones. Like, there's not really a black ice shiny or a red ice shiny. Yeah, even Beartic has the icy beard, but or Beartic. It's still bluish. A little more on the purple side. So I got six Wiglets. So where do we get? Glacedo Mountain, North Province, Glacedo Mountain, Glacedo Mountain, North Province, North Province. Okay. Kind of half and half. Let's go see if any of them are big. Or super big. This will be a shorter stream, but it's fine. I plan to stream again tomorrow with a very, very cool thing. Oh, I want to say so much about what it is, but I can't because it's not technically out yet. Well, when I publish this on YouTube, it will be out. So people watching the VOD or the YouTube, you will know what I'm talking about. But it's a secret to everyone. That was actually a really clever hint. Huh. Come on, give me one gigantic shiny. That's always a really cool thing to get. Oh, there's all serious big uns. Ah, and the first one wasn't even with a sandwich, it was just a random encounter. Yeah, a bit smaller. Okay, nothing crazy, but that's fine. I got what I wanted, and I got it pretty quick too, honestly. So I can't complain. So I guess I'm gonna call it there. Nice quick one and done shiny hunt. I got to vent some stuff I didn't even realize I needed to vent. So yeah, we're gonna call it there, and I'm gonna be back tomorrow with something really, really cool, or really, really silly, or really, really both. But yeah, that's it for now. So thanks for joining me, everyone. Goodbye.